She must be deeply moved. She'll probably wonder if it's real. She won't believe it. She can't believe it.
Mom, if I tell you this, would you believe it in North Korea?
I can't believe it either, honestly. I probably won't believe it, and Mom won't believe it either. Wow, you only filmed and sent the good stuff like this?
You're right. It's exactly like what Song Uni said.
Kengi and Say, check out this delicious coffee shop. There's a cool park in front too. Kengi, how do you like your new place?
Yes, yes.
It's so relaxing.
Since it's raining today, it feels perfect to have some tea. Since it's raining, I thought we should close the door, so I closed it. I waited at the entrance for a while. You need to know the passcode to get in through the entrance, and then you can take the elevator. It's because Mom isn't a resident. Oh my, so after waiting for a long time, I just followed someone coming in. I've never seen an apartment like that before. There were cars, and when parked, the car said, "The car has been parked." I wondered if payment was required.
It really costs a lot of money to live like that.
It's nice, but it's just that expensive. In North Korea, only the most powerful individuals can reside in luxurious houses like these, not even high-ranking party officials. The speaker has personally seen such houses in the country.
My mom, a party official, that darn party official.
Only people with power can live there, that's why. Even the powerful can't afford such a nice house. Kim Jong-un gifted that house to announcer Lee Chun-hee. It's not as good as this house.
It's not even comparable.
Exactly. Even the top authority there says it's not as good as this house, the one you live in. So I need to take a picture of this house and show it to them. And if your uncle and aunt in North Korea see you living in a place like this, your mom will be so moved, she'll probably wonder if it's real. I don't think they'll believe it. I could never forget.
Mom, if I show you this, would you believe it in North Korea?
Honestly, she wouldn't believe it. She'd think she only filmed and sent the good things. It's just like Seong-chun Uni says. Look at how she did this to impress Mom. Hey, seriously, all three of you are living in houses like this while our daughter is standing here. That's why Mom feels so proud. Now there's really nothing left to envy. This nice house reminds you of Grandpa and Grandma, doesn't it? Oh, that's right. Oh my, Grandpa and Grandma seem to think just being born was a sin. Oh, when Grandpa passed away, did all 6 of us children gather together or not? Oh, people said it was a good funeral. They said it was a good funeral, that's what they said.
They said it was good that he passed away?
They said it was good, because while alive, he only suffered, eating corn, rice, and struggling. That's right, Auntie said that back then.
She said it would be better if he passed away and found peace, that it would be more comfortable than suffering. When I think about that, it really breaks my heart. Just imagine how hard it must have been for her to say that.
Back then, Grandpa passed away first, right? He passed away just a few months after suffering so much, and they said he left peacefully.
He reportedly passed away peacefully, as most people said at the time.
Your father was the same way. If your father were still alive, his daughters wouldn't be living like this. He'd think it was a dream. He never imagined his children would live so well, not even in his dreams. Oh, this is nice. Last time in the evening, the whole sky turned red with the sunset. But today it's raining, so there's no sunset.
You drink well? They served things you could only have at home or at a coffee shop.
Yeah, even the cups are so pretty, even the cups are so pretty.
Mom, this apple mango is delicious. Where did you buy it? Did you get it for my mom?
Mom says she must live a very long time, even for Grandpa and Grandma, as it would be unfair otherwise. Mom really needs to live a long, long time. Before, if you said someone would live a long time, people said it was a curse.
Oh, if you say someone will live a long time as a curse, yeah. Oh, that must have really been the case, right? Saying someone will live a long time there really is a curse.
It means you want them to suffer a lot, to have a hard life. But now, in these good times, if you die early, you miss out on all these good things, so it would feel unfair to die early. The lower floors must look even prettier because the landscaping is so nice, right? It's pretty. Oh my, and the houses over there get to see the landscaping too. But you guys have a really good view of the landscaping. It's even better because there's a park. Take a good video and send it to North Korea. That way aunt, uncles and others will know. Our niece lives in a place like this. All three of my daughters live in similar places. Even if Uncle sees it, he'll really doubt it. Will he believe it? No, he won't. Mom, isn't this apple mango delicious? There are many apple mangoes in our country recently.
Are they imported from exports or do they come in from exports? No, I heard apple mangoes are grown in Jeju Island. The weather in our country is getting hotter, so Jeju Island grows them now. Isn't it delicious? It feels like a coffee shop here, even without going to one. Mom, did you happen to see that? You know the famous coffee shop in America, right? Starbucks. Oh, Starbucks. Starbucks is American, right? Starbucks opened a new coffee shop this time. But do you know where they opened it? You can see North Korea the closest from there. So you drink coffee while looking at North Korean people.
Those pitch black people with half their necks, so delicate looking people.
Starbucks has even made it there, you know. Mom, you almost saw it yourself. When you go up to a high place, you can see everything.
We went there together, remember? Ganghwado. When we went that time, we couldn't see anything because it was foggy that day. So I could see the North Korean village, the rural village nearby.
Daegeubong is just a few kilometers from North Korea.
I went to a place like that and opened an American-style coffee shop. I wish all my younger siblings could come too. How could they come?
They can't come now. When I moved this time, I changed several home appliances. You know, LG and Samsung are famous for home appliances in our country. LG and Samsung are basically the two leading brands, but I had always used Samsung. Then when I moved, I wanted to try LG for once, so I got LG for the dishwasher, refrigerator, vacuum cleaner, television, induction stove, and even the washing machine. Everything is LG now, and I have to say, their appliances are really good.
If I come to your house now, I probably won't be able to do anything. I won't be able to use the vacuum cleaner or the dishwasher and even the thing for flushing water, you know. The water purifier at your house is different from mine too. The shape is different and the functions are different, so I have to learn all of that one by one. Older people can't keep up with the times. I can't even use the induction stove. People my age just can't keep up, so we can't enjoy the benefits. When I was in China, the woman across from us lived with both her mother-in-law and her own mother. One time I went out and they couldn't eat lunch. I asked why they couldn't have lunch, and it turned out the two grandmothers in their 80s couldn't open the rice cooker lid, so they couldn't eat, so I went and opened it for them. If you don't know how to use something, you really can't do anything. It was a Korean one too. Yes, it was a Korean one.
Sometimes North Korean defectors come out, and among my classmates from Hanawan, there was Kyungai Unni. As soon as she came out, Kyungai Unni and another person, the two of them said they couldn't cook rice and went hungry. On the first day,
That's right. North Koreans have never used or seen such things.
but Mom, there are also people who can't even install that machine. And first of all, the manual inside the machine is in English. I don't know any English at all. So even if it's in Korean, I have to listen and understand it, but it's really hard to understand. So I messed up a lot. I thought it would be okay now, but oh my! Now there are even more new features, so it's even more amazing. The technician who installed it said that these days you likely need to study a bit to use new electronics, even when they first come out.
I won't be able to use it properly without knowing its functions. So that's why with my phone I can do all of this, you know? I have to install everything on my phone and then install the app that lets me pass automatically.
When I saw people moving into the apartment, those who chose the options would ask about everything, like how to turn off the music from the toilet or how to turn this off, even with just a small upgrade. There are a lot of people who don't know because they're not familiar with it.
Does the toilet play music too? Yeah, ha ha ha. If it even plays music.
It plays music, and when the dishwasher is done, it says, "The dishes are all washed."
It's drying now.
Would you like me to set it to storage mode?
Hey, you know that dishwasher? The dishes come out completely sterilized, so they're warm and dry, and I really love how they come out of the dishwasher like that. Mom, if I didn't have a dishwasher, I wouldn't be able to drink this coffee. I wouldn't have time to drink coffee. In North Korea, we usually just have rice soup and kimchi, so even if there are a lot of people, there's no need to put out 5 or 6 side dishes, so we didn't have many dishes. In contrast to North Korea, where only 3 bowls are needed for 1 dish, here you need 5 or 6 side dishes to accompany a meal, filling the table even with just 3 people dining.
Soup bowl, rice bowl, side dish bowl.
There aren't that many side dishes, right? Since we can't eat a variety of things, I wondered why cooking felt so hard, and it's because there are so many side dishes and so many dishes to use.
Look at the dishes too. If you drink coffee, you use a coffee cup, and if you cook, you use a frying pan. And then for each dish, you use a different plate, and every household is different too. That's right, we were so abundant, but there was so much work. Oh my, that's really true. There are jobs in this world that are so hard to understand.
Was it the Japanese subway back then? They would push the train a bit. When I went to Japan, these days I ride the subway. And it's the same in Korea. On days when it's crowded in Korea, the trains get packed. But they announce it over the speakers. They say, "The next train is coming, please use the next train," or "This train is full." And when people hear that, they all step back. During my visit to Japan, they really pushed people, saying, "Push, push," and someone called Pushman came and pushed people in. So there are places where that many people crowd together. From what I saw in North Korea, there are so few trains that if one comes once every 4 days or 5 days, you have to take it no matter what. So it's packed because of that. But here, it's packed because there are just so many people. Oh my. Just imagining the trains in North Korea makes my heart ache, and I can really feel the hardship in my body. Oh, I remember all the windows were broken, so we covered them with pieces of pottery. We rode on the train steps together so many times, carrying our backpacks, climbing up to the top where it was like a ladder. After riding the train, we would come home like that. Our faces would be all dark, and coal dust would get all over our noses. Now, even if someone paid me to do it, I couldn't. Even just thinking about it feels unpleasant, so I try to forget it, but I don't think I really can. I guess it just becomes a memory.
I don't think I can forget it, so it just becomes a memory. Didn't you do that before? That way, it's not painful anymore. Oh my, how could I ever forget?
But as time slowly passes, at first there's that pain. At first I was so furious, so angry that I couldn't stand it, and whenever North Korea was mentioned, I would get so upset and emotional. But now, as so much time has passed, it just feels like something from my distant past, like an old memory. It's normal for past pain to fade into nostalgia. I experienced this as a child and adult, so after all these years, the memories are even more vivid for me. And now, as time goes by, I feel like I've become softer, my expressions have become gentler, and I've become a kinder person.
So when Mom first came, she said she felt anxious. She was anxious even when she wasn't worried. Everything just made her anxious. From what I see, settling in well isn't about completely forgetting North Korea, but about how you can turn the stories and experiences from your life there into memories.
It's unforgettable. Some North Korean defectors share their stories in a skit-like manner. They blend those stories in a fun way, and I think those people actually settle in better. If you don't do it at all, that's also strange, but since this is sports, you can't lose in sports, you can't forget it. Gradually those memories fade a little, and I used to think like that in the past, but my siblings still live in those places and there's still a connection. Oh, I really feel so sorry about that. It breaks my heart.
When Mom suddenly said that, I thought if even one of us three hadn't come, or if she hadn't given birth to even one of us, she wouldn't have been able to enjoy this happiness. It would have been like hell for her, but here we all are.
With Mom's personality, I think it was even harder for her. When you two were apart for a couple of years, when you were in China, she couldn't sleep at night. Mom got so thin because of her personality. Even when she ate, it didn't feel like she had eaten.
Isn't it so nice to drink coffee with Mom in a beautiful house, looking at this wonderful scenery and using pretty cups?
I start to feel sorry for the kids who came alone.
I think the saying, time heals everything, is exactly right.
As time keeps passing little by little, the pain and suffering start to fade. They don't heal completely though.
When the National Intelligence Service first came, their agents kept telling us not to rush to settle down, not to be impatient, to take our time, experience a lot, look back, find a job, and figure out what field we want to study in, and find our own path. But none of that really sank in. Why do you think all the defectors feel that way? My siblings in North Korea are collapsing and dying, so I need to earn a lot of money quickly and send it to them. My child is dying right now. How can I possibly take my time? How can I afford to slowly look for a job? Back then, those words just didn't resonate with us. They didn't sink in at all.
What do you mean, Mom? I was so focused on making money fast that I couldn't really process what she was telling me.
So, Mom, I'm someone who settled down and stayed here. When I look at those people, they just seem so restless to me, really restless.
People are all over the place, lacking stability and being restless, and that stressed me out. Now I find myself just watching them. Yeah, they left their kids in China and got money from their Chinese husbands, but when I saw those women crying because they missed their children, it was just heartbreaking. As a mother, it must have struck you even more deeply. When you described it, my first thought was, this is just like North Korea. The kids there were just sitting around, their faces tense and sensitive. Even the slightest thing would make them snap and get angry, and they would lash out and act out like that. Now that I look back on it. But the teachers there, the Hanawon teachers, would just say, take your time, adjust slowly, think things through carefully. But back then, I couldn't really take in what they were saying. I kept wondering, when will I be able to take it slow? When will I be able to do that? Now I understand. Now I get it.
I now understand the reason for my stress. Those who haven't experienced being in an environment where everyone was tense and sensitive can't relate, right?
But those people have this lump in their hearts because they left their children behind, their parents are about to die, or their siblings got separated from them on the way. There are people like that. So their hearts aren't at ease, their minds aren't settled.
Having arrived by plane, I couldn't relate to what they experienced or how they felt.
Why are they so restless? Why do they shout like that? Why do they act so aggressively? If someone said even a little thing, they'd yell and try to fight. Even just looking at my mom, after a year or two, she definitely seems more relaxed. And the way she talks now is definitely different from how she used to talk before.
There's still a bit of that North Korean vibe, you know, just sitting at home, and not really going out.
I saw her get startled when the electronics started talking over there, like, oh my, who is that? I do that too, but at first, Mom, you know, the dishwasher, it talks so softly, like, the dishes are done. Would you like to keep them warm? A woman is talking next to you, and I don't understand how her voice is coming out. How does the voice work in this car? That's what I'm asking. That's really amazing too.
Before that, when I was at Hanawan, the teacher said that because her mom is at home, she installed something on her phone to check on her mom in case she makes a mistake.
An app?
Yeah, so she can see what her mom is doing at home, like if her mom is boiling something and hasn't turned off the stove yet. Things like that show up. I guess she really found someone with a lot of money.
The teacher at Hanawan will probably say that, like, is it an apartment where only really rich people live?
But now, my daughter is living in a house like this. That's what I thought. It couldn't be helped.
Even as a resident of Korea, I find it unbelievable. This house should be showcased on YouTube for others to witness.
Do you think my uncle and aunt in North Korea would believe it? That's what I mean.
Mom, you should watch the sunset here before you go. The sun is about to set. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's wonderful.